All right. Welcome you to another edition of Davis Dynamics. We're out here at Knight's Play, and my apologies. I will try to keep my chain from hitting the microphone. My wife finally found me an external microphone for my camera, so I can kind of walk away from it, and it still sounds like I'm right up under the camera. So that's pretty awesome that she searched that out and found that for me. Sorry, getting a drink of water here. Making sure the camera's nice and set up because you do have a little wind blowing. It's not much, but just enough to kind of make the camera kind of move around. So we're going to talk about chipping today, different chipping methods. You know, so and you know, different wedges. Some people use pitching wedge, gap wedge, and even go up to a 9-iron to bump and run. My thing today is basically, my goal today is to trying to, persuade you to use any means by necessary to get that ball closer to the hole to save your stroke. Because sometimes we do want to make our shot look nice and pretty, just like the tour players or the LPGA, and then we end up hitting it the wrong way, and the ball goes running across the green, and there we go. We have, one stroke, two strokes, either three different strokes. And then at the end of the round, we count up our strokes and we'd be like, my God, if I didn't have those three extra strokes, I could have been like, in the 70s, you know? So let's talk about an easier way to try to get this ball as closest to the hole as we can. All right. So first of all, I'm going to start off with, you know, now I only can show you what I do. I have a 9-iron out here today. It's because I was just kind of messing around with it, but I generally don't use 9-iron. If I'm going to bump and run, it's going to be my pitching wedge. So I'm not going to use 9-iron because I probably will make a mess because I haven't practiced that. And there's no need to bring that out of the bag when I'm not comfortable with that. So I do have my 54, I do have my 64, and I have my 60. Now, we're going to start with the highest lofted one. I'm sorry, the lowest lofted one. We're going to start with my 54. So my 54 has 11 degree bounce on it. As you can see, I will bring it up front if you can see it. So I'm going to walk out to the flag also so you can see exactly where I'm chipping at. So as you can see, I'm still walking out here. I'm going to count it off, so when I get back, you'll see. I'll tell you exactly how far I am from this flag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. About 20 paces from that flag there. And like I said, I'm starting with my 54 first. So with my 54, I try to, keep it on the ground, or try to keep it, it's going to pop up, but I try to get it on the ground as quickly as possible because I know it's going to run. Especially when you're playing a green that you never played before or it's inconsistent. This green right here has soft spots. Some of them have hard spots. So, main thing is just trying to get this thing going, trying to get the blade going, as square to the target as possible and getting that ball rolling as close as you can to that pin or to that flag so you can just get par. Oh, I just felt the raindrop, so we're going to go ahead and get started into this thing right here. So this is going to be just a regular bump and run that I would use with my 54 degree wedge. I see there's another instructor, that's Ken, coming in with his student there. I think he might be going to another pin there. So basically, what we're going to do with the 54, and like I said, you can try different ways. Some people like to play it in the back of their stance. Some people like to play it in the middle. Some like to play, forward and with a forward press. But I like to play mine in the back, and I like to make sure that I'm square. Because like I said, with this one, I'm not trying to make it go in the air. All I'm trying to do is get it running to that hole and try and get it there as close as I can. So let's see what we do. Okay, we're about a 3.5, 4-footer for putt. Okay, so I have 5 golf balls out here. Most people know that I'm an even guy. I like even numbers, but I end up picking up 5 of them. So one of them will be hit extra. So anyway, that is my 52. As you can see, I want to take it back halfway, just almost like a foot past, or maybe I would say 2 feet past my trail foot. But as you can see, I have my feet close together. My stance is closer than, it's inside my actual shoulders. And I'm just using a putting stroke. And I'm almost sawing the swing off to keep it down on the ground. I have got it square. I got just a little shaft length, just a tiny bit, not much. Okay. We're gonna walk on out here, and that's walking out here so we can take a look at it. 1, 2, 3. That's another 4-footer. So with the 52, we had with the 54 we had 2 4-footers. This right here is my 60-degree wedge. This is the ATV. It is totally different design. These designs on these clubs are totally different. With the 54, let me show you. Hopefully I can get kind of close to what I'm trying to achieve here. With the 54, you have scoring lines right here that help actually go through the turf, so you won't dig. And as you can see, the scoring lines here. As here, this is just a smooth double bounce where you have the leading edge, and then you also have another bounce back here in case you do go too deep. This will help jump back out of the turf. So this is going to be my 60-degree. There's a gentleman chipping this way. I don't know exactly where he's going, but I'm gonna see that he's gonna walk over, and I'm not gonna. Definitely, that's not quite good etiquette, but I'm not gonna take the chance hitting him because, of course, this is golf. We all hit bad shots, so wait for him to get his balls. It's golf. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's called golf. Sir? Got it. Okay, so this is my 60-degree wedge. This is one of the ones I was telling you here that this is not going to allow you to dig in. Even if you go leading edge, you have a double bounce on it, where it's going to help you go into the turf and bounce out of it. Okay, so let's see how we do here. Now, because this has a little bit more higher loft, you can throw it a little bit further because it's going to put a little more spin on it. But you have to understand the dynamics of this golf club. You have to understand that the more chances that you take throwing it closer to the flag, the more that you have to speed the club up or not slow it down. You keep the same pace. The worst thing you can do is speed it up and then the impact slow it down. That's the worst thing you can do. If anything, you can slow it down, and then when you get the impact, speed it up. Almost feels like striking a match. You definitely want to slow it down. If you slow the chip down, that's just a death sentence for you, because you don't give the wedge time enough to get into the turf to bounce up, and you don't give the ball time enough to run up the scoring lines. So, all right, so we're going to try this. We're going to get ready to hit our, we're going to hit our 60 degree. 60 degree, it is the TaylorMade ATV grind tour spin with the dual bounce. Gotta love this game, don't you? Yeah, we love it. We love it. The more it beats up on us, well, you know, the more it beats up on us, the more we love it. There you go. Exactly. Exactly. We just have to enjoy it. All right, let's see how we do with the 60 degree here. Now with my 60 degree, before I tell you, with my 60 degree, I kind of love to sit it, I like to sit it on its heel, but no matter what wedge you're playing, as long as you can sit it in your right hand and just let it sit down, it'll show you exactly how it wants to sit, whether once it's in or out. Automatically, when you hold it down at an angle, it will show you exactly how it wants to sit naturally. So, I'm going to try my 60 degree wedge, going to put it down. Now, I have just slightly shaft lean, just slight, not much. Okay, as you can see, we just got just a little bit within that 4-footer. I think we got about a 3-footer there, and you can hear the click. Hopefully, you can hear the click on that. And like I said, I got the microphone there. I don't want it to make too much noise, but as you can see, how the ball jumps, it's more airborne, a little bit longer, and we're throwing it a little bit further to the hole. Now, that's 2 ways. Now, the third way. This is my 64 degree wedge. Now, this is the high toe. The high toe has scoring lines and dual bounce. So it has 3 of the technological sides, the technical sides of the other 2 wedges built into one. It has a flat flange where you can sit it directly on its heel, or you can actually sit it, it's so flat, or you can sit it actually square. I love this one. Sharp leading the edge all the way around to the actual hosel itself. The high toe is used to kind of throw it all the way up in there. Now this is a 64 degree wedge, 64. Most people don't use 64 degree wedges. Why? Because they're not comfortable with it. They think they'll just slide our way up under it. Or a lot of times they try to help it up, they lean back and they scull it. The worst thing that you can do is to help this up. It's 64 degrees. So you can slam down on this ball and this ball's gonna go in the air. So with this one, I like to have shaft lean all the way through. My hands stay forward of the club head all the way through impact. So we got 3 balls here. So these, I guess this club will be the lucky one. Okay, we're gonna go right at that same flag. As you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and put shaft lean on it. And I'm gonna keep my hands, as you can see, if I can show you this way, this is exactly how I'm gonna be set up here. Okay, my right arm extended, hand down, shaft lean. All right, let's see how we do. Ooh, that was close. Kind of hit a hard spot and just kind of ran out a little bit. Now with the 64, because there is a chance, because there's so much loft, there is a chance for it to actually skid off that face. So I do like to put just a little bit of weight on my left side to make sure I'm striking down that ball and making sure that my hands stay ahead of that club head. My hands stay ahead of that club head. So it's almost like a 60-40. Feels like my body is leaning toward the target and I'm just striking down on that ball. That's it right there. That's a 2-footer right there. And as you can see how it jumps out and it rolls out. Now, we're going to do one last shot here. Now, this one last shot here, what we're going to do is we're going to stay medium. And when I say stay medium, everything's going to be in the middle. The head's going to be in the middle. The shaft is going to be neutral. And all we're going to do is we're going to stay back. We're going to keep our head back, and we're going to let this club head. And I know sometimes you hear when you're chipping crisp, never let your hands get up in front of the club head. Yes, we understand that. That is one of the things there. But sometimes when you want extra spin, you have to stay back behind it because you want the ball to climb up all the grooves of the club head. So this one right here should go just a little more airborne. As you can see, the club is going to be neutral. Club head is going to be neutral. My weight is neutral. Good shot. It almost went in there. Good shot. And we're just going to throw this last one there. Right, 3-footer. Kind of caught them just a little fat, but guess what? It works. So once again, the main thing is about just trying to get as close as you can to make par and go on to the next hole and keep the momentum rolling. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Davis Dynamics and how to get the ball close to the hole, get par, and go on to the next hole and keep the momentum rolling. All right, we'll see you later.